Journeyman. I'm rocking the Rick Ross beard, as my wife says. All right, let's talk about it. Well, what have I done since, Monday? What have I learned? Well, getting tired. Well, I learned that I have a tendency to do well for an extended period of time, and then I find myself self-destructing, either my thoughts or my behavior or my communication skills or just meeting new people. I say that because sometimes it's like I'm good for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 2 months, right? And then something happens in my life and I over exaggerate about it, and then I over fixated on it, and then it bothers me to the point where it never gets resolved, basically. I don't know what I do. I don't know what that is, but I figure I would record myself telling myself that so I can look later in life and be like, you grew from that moment. Big time. Okay, so yeah, I've been on since Monday, I guess. Just haven't felt the same. And here's why. I thought I trusted, I gave someone my trust, right? And they used that against me. So, there's a lesson here though. Or there's an opportunity to learn. And that is, be careful who you trust. And then before that, I would say, my trust is now earned, it's not given to anyone. For example, I'm going to be nice to you, and I'm going to listen to you if I meet you. But if you expect someone to, first of all, it's foolish for you to expect someone to just trust you immediately. And I've learned that. And that's not being pessimistic. That's just straight experience from my life right there. Most people, and that's overgeneralizing, and when you generalize too much, it loses your target audience. So here's what I'll say. Most of the negative people I've been associated with, or I've been around, I should say, have had that sort of mindset. Do you guys understand that? Now, if you give someone your trust and then they fuck you over, what are you supposed to do? The adult male in me says, hey, pick yourself up, bro. Stop crying about it, blah, 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 blah. People are just fucking ruthless sometimes. They don't care. And it shouldn't bother me this much, but I feel like I have to say it on here. That's why. But when you trust someone and then they fuck you over, it's like it definitely tarnishes, or it marks your trust meter for someone, or giving out trust to people, or it makes, at least for me, I'm trying, at least I realize it. I realize the fact that mark now tarnished my ability to trust people. So I'll say this, I realize that. But I also say, the mature person in me says, hey, everyone deserves respect, and everyone deserves your trust until they don't anymore. So that's what I'm going to go with moving forward. I'm going to give people my trust, but I'm definitely going to make the metric for trusting someone a lot longer than just taking your word on it. I have to now, in my age, which I'm not old, but I'm old enough to fucking know that if you don't vet people properly, the people that you surround yourself with, they're either one, trying to fuck you over, or two, they're just negative. Three, you just don't need to be around them, period. If you're trying to do anything in your life, if you're trying to be the person that you want to be, and you have these thoughts of like, man, I want to go to this, I want to do this, I want to blank, 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 fill in the blank. And you have someone around you telling you that, you're not good enough, or you're not making enough money, or not good enough, but like just putting you down in the sense that it elevates them. So that's like arrogance, for my mind. That's like just people you don't need to be around. It's okay to bust your balls. I get it. But if you're around people that are negative and blah, 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 my life, my life, my life, and they're not focused on goals, and they're not focused on bettering themselves, then you need to probably delete some of your so-called friends, people. That's what I realized since Monday. And I realized that I don't know what I'm doing with this beard. Oh, goodness. And I'm starting to learn how to play a ukulele. The triathlon scene is still there. It's just not a hot topic right now because I'm kind of recovering from lifelong back surgery, I should say. So I have a flare up in my upper back a little bit. My paraspinals are weak, apparently, or strong, or I don't know what's going on. But essentially my back is overcompensating for something. My lower back is like super tight because I have something in there holding it stable. But at the other end of the spectrum, I have like a weak core apparently, and it doesn't stabilize my spine and blah 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 blah. So I took a break from swimming. I'm still running and biking. I'm still doing mobility. Got the ice bath going. I put that on my Facebook page. But tomorrow morning, I'm gonna wake up super early and climb Mount Lemmon. I have 3 hours, and then I have 20 minutes off the bike run. So it should be super fun. So what else? Oh man, I'm tired. I guess the last thing I'll leave off with is be careful who you invite. No, let me say this. Be careful who you vet to come into your circle. That makes more sense to me. Or lengthen your metric of trust to have someone come into your circle of influence. Because if you don't, people are foul. And I've realized it, and I experienced it. My wife and I experienced it firsthand. So luckily we caught it in time. But understand that most people are out here to I don't want to say most people, but a lot of people are out here out of necessity, and they haven't followed their dreams, so they're trying to put other people down for their dreams, or they're trying to project their fears on you. So don't let that person be you, and understand that that's happening when it's happening to you. That someone is just having a shit day and they're trying to take it out on you, and if you let it bother me like I did for too long, longer than I would like to admit, then it can affect your behavior, and it can put you in this little fucking boo-hoo feeling sorry for yourself phase. So understand what's going on, understand who's around you, and vet the people that are around you. All right, guys, love you. Journeyman out.